I decided it would be a good idea to make a little how-to video regarding the upcoming Ron Paul July 3rd overnighter. If you're unfamiliar with this idea, what we're going to do is go out on the evening of July 3rd and just plaster our cities with Ron Paul signs. My philosophy is quick and cheap. They don't have to look pretty. Just got to get a lot of them done, a lot of them hung up that say Ron Paul for president or something to that effect. So the first thing you need is some cardboard. Cardboards are very easy to find. Don't go out and buy cardboard. You can get cardboard for free. Some good areas to check are the alleyways behind businesses around your town. Windshield and glass shops, window shops, furniture shops, bicycle shops, AC, plumbing, heating shops. All these businesses get merchandise that have very large boxes. You can cut them down. They make perfect signs. So once again, we're going for speed. We're going for affordability. These signs probably cost pennies a piece. I can do a sign in about 5 minutes. I'll show you how. What you want to find is cardboard that's in good condition, that doesn't have a lot of holes or rips or tears. So we're going to cut the box. Just cut along the fold. This box is going to make 2 signs. You can use either side of the cardboard. You want to use the side that's in the best condition. This piece right here will be our first sign. So I'm going to whitewash this cardboard with my paint roller. It doesn't have to be perfect. Besides the cardboard, the other supplies you're going to need is a box knife to cut the cardboard boxes down to signs. You're going to need some latex house paint, 2 colors that contrast like black or white. You're going to need a roller brush. You're going to need a roller brush tray. And you're going to need a sponge brush. Optionally, some latex gloves so you don't get your hands dirty. And eventually we're going to need a tape gun with some packing tape to hang the signs up. My local meetup group has over 60 members now and is growing pretty fast. If everybody in that meetup group decided to just make 10 signs and contribute to this idea, this movement, that would be over 600 signs that we could go hang out on July 3rd. That would make a huge impact. Almost done with this one. Now we're going to do some lettering. When you make your letters, just take long, smooth strokes. Just look at it like a piece of paper. And the width of the stroke is the width of the brush. You just make one smooth stroke. I've gotten pretty good at making these signs, but I've got a lot of practice. I've been making signs for quite a while, and my lettering was not this good when I started. Don't forget, if you screw up, you can always let it dry and come back over it with the roller brush and paint over it. That's your eraser. What we're going for is just blitz guerrilla marketing. When America wakes up on the morning of 4th of July, they're going to see Ron Paul all over the place. They're going to wonder, who is this guy? But in order for this to happen the way it's supposed to happen, everybody needs to participate. That means that we need to start making signs today. The cheapest way to find latex paint is to go to any Home Depot, Lowe's, or specialty paint store and ask them for their mess ups. A lot of times they make a mistake and they'll discount that can of paint from $20 down to $4 or $5. You can get a lot of signs made out of a gallon of paint. I'm going to show you some ways that I hang signs up. Really all you need is a tape gun, and you can get the tape at a dollar store. It's very cheap for one roll of tape. Ideally, you want to put your sign in a place where it's hard to get to, in a place where people are not inclined to want to tear it down, yet somewhere that somebody can see it. You want to put it in high traffic areas. The places I'm showing you right now are not the best spots to hang a sign that will last for very long, but for the purpose of this video, I just picked easy spots. Safety is definitely the biggest factor here. You don't want to put yourself in danger. And you'd never want to cover up a road sign like a stop sign or any kind of street sign, anything like that. And remember, tape loves itself. It sticks to itself better than anything. So whenever you're having a hard time having the tape stick, just try to stick it to itself. Run it around the pole once and then twice over the top of itself, and it will stick. The best way I've found to hang these signs up is using a figure 8. Whether it's going on a pole or whatever, all you have to do is just do a figure 8 with the X coming in front of the sign or behind the sign, depending on which way the sign's facing. And you just do a figure 8 with the loop part of the 8's back behind what you're trying to put the sign on. So like the pole, it would go around the pole up around the front to cross over in front of the sign and then back around the pole. And you always make sure that the tape ends up on top of itself, sticking to itself, and it will hold. Alright, I say if there's a sign up around town, like this sign, without lettering on it, it's just begging for a Ron Paul sign to be put on top of it. This is perfect. Park benches and bus stop benches are another great place. And this one is obviously begging for a sign. I mean, they're basically telling me, advertise here. So I'm like, okay, you got it. These are probably the easiest ones to hang. All you do is just run a piece of tape all the way around and make sure that tape is sticking to itself, and it'll stay.